Hey guys, Tiffany here, and today I am bringing you another movie review. I've been watching these new movies left, right, and center, and I'm having fun doing it. But today I am going to be talking about a very unique film. And if you listen to the podcast, you probably saw my interview slash after hours chat with Javon Bates of JB Legacy Films, and he was talking about his new movie, Cuffing Season. Actually, it's not just a movie, it's kind of like an all-around entertainment experience, and his approach to it is actually very, very cool. And I really liked just the whole just what he did with it and the approach that he took, which we're going to talk about here in just a second. So Cuffing Season is a very unique experience. It's basically a romantic sci-fi film, but it's like part movie, part music video, because it involves a lot of music, especially if you enjoy really good R&B music, that actually might appeal to you. And it's really interesting the way they utilize the music, because the overall plot of Cuffing Season is basically this young man who is trying to save his marriage. And so after a therapy session, he ends up finding this book called Cuffing Season. And with each page in the book that he turns, he goes through a portal of, different scenarios that he could probably use to save his marriage. Now, each portal that he goes through and each scenario that he experiences, it's almost like each one has a song, which is I thought was a very unique approach. Like I said, it's kind of like this R&B musical, and the way, and it's one of those things where it can either be done really, really well, or leave a lot to be desired. But the way that that Javon and company approached it, I really I enjoyed it. I was taken in, and even the atmosphere that they use, because I mention atmosphere in pretty much all of my reviews. I'm a total atmosphere girly. I live for atmosphere in movies, and I would say that this atmosphere, it's kind of soft. It's definitely very dreamlike. It really is. It's like you're having just this. It's like it really is, as you watch it, it's almost like you're in this dream world, and you're just having you're having just this really this sequence of kind of, I don't know if trippy is the right word, but just really it's like they're good dreams, but at the same time, like I said, kind of on the slightly trippier side. But it's kind of soft and romantic, and because it does deal with love and romance, so of course it's you kind of hope it would have this romantic setting, and it has just this sense of mystery to it too, especially with the book and the portals, and and the way the use of music too. The music definitely adds to the dreamlike style, and just the dreamlike experience. And especially as we're kind of going through the main character's story as he's finding ways to reconnect with his wife. And I will also add that the songs are basically the main characters his inner thoughts, which I thought that that was a very clever way of utilizing the music. I thought that this was a very cool and unique approach to filmmaking because it's not just the way it's done. It's not something that you see very often, and I thought that Javon and company like really like they pulled it off really well, and yeah, definitely kept me interested, and it's a very cool and kind of like I said, it's a very unique film, and even the way he approached like the overall just creating this whole like cuffing season world. He created the movie, and like there's the book, and like there's the music, and and then there was like he had like a podcast leading up to it, which I appeared on one of the live stream podcasts leading up to the world premiere of cuffing season, and and we were just kind of discussing like the different topics that are covered in the movie cuffing season, and it really like it was a very cool and unique experience. It's like and he even said in the interview when he appeared on my podcast was that he wanted to create this fully, just very immersive experience, which is, a pretty ambitious undertaking. But I thought, he definitely pulled it off really well. And it also just covers the whole concept of taking care of those inner and personal issues, and doing what you need to do to get your life back on track, get your relationships back on track. And it does, it begs the question of, if you were in that situation, like what scenario would you choose? And and it's really, and in cuffing season, it kind of just kind of makes you think like on that end too. So it's like it's entertaining, it's a very unique approach to filmmaking, and it also kind of makes you think like oh hey, what if I was in that situation? Like, what would I do? Which scenario would I go with? So yeah, but those are my thoughts on cuffing season. But I really enjoyed cuffing season 2026, and I will leave a link to Javon's production company in the description. Definitely check it out. Definitely watch for where it's being screened. It did have its world premiere in Cleveland, and then it also it's streamed online very recently, and and I was able to watch it, and it was like I said, I'm glad I got to see it. Very, very cool film. And now I am waiting to receive the book, and I can't wait to do like a book to film comparison, because I'm curious, like especially seeing some of those like sequences and everything, those scenarios, like when he goes through the portal every time he turns the page in the book. It's like, what exactly is in that book? And it's just like, will I be taken through the cuffing season portal? I don't know. But I really look forward to also doing like a book to film comparison, and like seeing exactly what's in that book of portals, basically. So all right, but I do recommend checking out cuffing season, and also check out my interview with Javon if you haven't yet, and he'll definitely explain a lot more about the film and what it's about and everything. So all right, well, that is this video. Definitely subscribe and hit that bell for notifications for when I upload, because I upload at least once a week. I try to, and sometimes I do more. So especially if there's a lot going on and I go on a lot of adventures and everything. So all right, well, thank you so much for watching. And if you've seen cuffing season, what did you think? So all right, thank you so much. Take care and stay fierce and stay safe, but also stay spooky.